Hello everybody and welcome back to Doodle Empires. And now I can't speak, I'm sorry. Now why I'm so excited, that's why I can't speak, it's because we have officially reached 100 subscribers. Yes, that's right, after my recent video where I played a horror game, we have successfully reached 100 subscribers. Which means so much to me. Thank you all for subscribing and enjoying my content. Obviously, I will continue doing Doodle Empire videos, but I will also branch out into other stuff. Again, thank you all so much. It means so much to me because, well, it just means that people actually like the things that I am doing right now, which is awesome. But yeah, like I said, I'm going to keep on doing what I'm doing and also start playing different games. I'm also going to start streaming more, especially since I have a Nintendo game that I want to stream. And yeah, honestly, I don't know what to say other than thank you again. Right, actually, I have one more thing to say. It's my kind of schedule that I have now. It's every Wednesday. I'm going to basically I want to make one video per week bare minimum. Which is every Wednesday I will be making a Doodles Empire video until we are done with our grand campaign, and then I will have to see what else I'll do every Wednesday. But that is like in the far future anyways, so yeah. And then every now and then in the week I will do something else or maybe another Doodle Empires video. It all depends on what I'm feeling. But yeah, that's basically going to be my schedule. So now if you guys were curious when I'm going to be uploading, it will be bare minimum every Wednesday one video, and then maybe on a Monday or on a Friday or on a Saturday or whatever I will make another video. But anyway, that was a very long intro because I'm really happy that we have 100 subs together now. But let's go into the Doodle Empire video. Now, obviously, if you guys are curious about how this world turned out to be like this, well, just check out the beginning of our series and, well, enjoy the lore. So, our first nation will be the nation of Homs, the United Forest Dwellers. They will be drawing a card of a union, which will probably be one of their already existing nations here. I don't 100% remember if they split off of Tardis or Arish or Latakla, but they will be uniting with Tardis into this Tardis Homs Union, which will turn Tardis into an important city, not a capital city. Now, I forgot to change something. Sparti. Sparti is now outside of their Peloponnesian area, which will in return, instead of them being called Sparti, they will now be called the Peloponnesian Empire. Thank you, Oliver, for reminding me of that, or well, at least giving me the idea for this, because I suck at remembering things. Next up, we're going to be having the Qatari Empire. They are a United Mountaineers, and they will be getting a medium expansion. With this medium expansion, they're just going to be thickening out some of their borders, as well as now starting to migrate into closer Bandar Abbas territories as they try to heighten the tensions between each other. For people who don't know, check out, I think it was the previous episode, where basically they kind of started becoming rivals around here, because they were the two nations who can throw hands with each other the most. And speaking of this, we are going to be adding the Bandar, let's just call it Doha because of the capital. We will be making this into a rivalry. That's right. They are now official rivals, and well, they will be fighting for the hegemony over in this region. Let me look real quick what this region is called again. It's the Persian Gulf. Right. Okay, they will be fighting for influence over in the Persian Gulf to see, well, who's going to be the big dog, the big boss. But anyway, next up we have Karamanmaras. I'm still butchering that name. We're going to be selecting them, and we will be drawing a card of small expansion. Now, if people haven't checked out the previous episode, Karamanmaras broke free from Gaziantep and is now kind of in the middle of these two powers that want to fight for trading influence over here. I highly recommend checking that video out. It was probably one of my most favorite videos to do in this series so far. But yeah, they're just going to be expanding a little bit over here. They don't really want to spark any wars with Gaziantep just now. So yeah. Next up with Baku, the Peaceful Mountaineers. They will be drawing a large expansion. They're mountaineers, huh? They're going to be going into the mountains. I wanted to give them more nice looking borders, but since they are mountaineers, I'm going to give them what they want, which is the Georgian mountains over here. Or the Caucasus, not the Georgian mountains. Georgia's over here. The Caucasus, I'm going to be giving them more of the Caucasus region, as well as just some small parts up in the north over here. Next up, speaking about this little conflict down here, we're going back to Adriamon, Celis Jungle Explorers. They will be getting a small expansion. This expansion, they will just be thickening out the borders over here so that they can trade a lot more easily with the nation over here, which is the nation of Tikrit. As well as they just start following along the river over here. Maybe there's some goods over here that, well, might interest people. Next up with Amandor, the United Forest Dwellers. We're going to be pressing a... Oh, okay, they're going to be splitting. Alright, alright. We're going to be splitting off the nation of Okarem, which is down in the south over here. I just realized it's a split, so they're going to be getting a lot. So let's try and make these borders look somewhat nice. They're allowed to have this over here, as they are allowed to go all the way up here. And I'm going to stop here. They have successfully managed to win their war for independence. Amador says, fine, screw off, leave us alone. And I think here is the capital of Okarem. Boom, Okarem is now independent. By the way, do you guys like my new headset? If you do, I'll keep wearing it, even in the Doodle Empire videos. If you don't, I'll only wear them in my VR game videos, because this headset is like 100 times easier to play VR games. And the other one is a stationary one. So yeah, tell me in the comments below if I should keep this headset like forever, or at least for certain things, right? But yeah, anyway, let's continue. Okarem is obviously a new nation, so they're allowed to draw another card. They got a built castle, and I have a beautiful spot for them, which is right here, which will be Fort Belek Turkmensky. I butchered that, but well, I tried at least. This will obviously keep them safe from Amandor, just in case they want to grab their lands back down here. And Bandar Ansali probably, well, gave the idea of independence to Okarem, so they're kind of pals over here, while Amandor isn't. Yeah. Oh, we're back on Homs again. We're going to be drawing a medium expansion. So they're just going to be continuing their little expansion into, where is it? Into like the deserty region over here. I mean, they can't really expand it to like any like grassland stuff, so yeah. They are going to be pretty mean and even steal Latakla's way of expanding even further into the sandy region over here, as well as they just, you know, if they're thickening themselves out, like there's nothing interesting to say here, honestly. But yeah, anyway, on to the next one. It is Wallace. Wait, Wallace? Oh yeah. The Divisive Forest Dwellers, they will be getting a large expansion. Oh, and speaking of Wallace, they're going to be joining in on the Greek war for Libya. Basically between Athens and the Peloponnesian Empire. They're kind of having a war over here to kick each other out, which Wallace will be using immediately to attack over here in the eastern lands, as they try to kick out, what's it called again? Itea. Basically, what they're not going to be fighting up over here, as they kind of want to keep the Greek region stable. They instead have agreed that they will only be fighting on the Crete Island and in Libya. And with this large expansion, Wallace successfully manages to completely push Itea out of here, and they will then immediately start their own push into the Spartan / Peloponnesian Empire owned region over here, which in return it makes this border over here. And I just realized that Libya kinda like the border like cuts here, right? So like technically everything that he owns, that Wallace owns over here, is in the Egyptian region, or at least until like here or something. But whatever, this was the battle for Libya, and I think it will continue on for a little bit more, so let's not just finish the little situation over here. Instead, we're going back to Okarem. They will be getting a medium expansion. With this medium expansion, they will be able to just thicken themselves out a bit, especially up in the north, because they are terrified of Amandor, and this will kind of protect them, especially down here. There we go. On to the next one, which will be Karamanmaras. They are the tolerant forest dwellers. Oh! It seems that Karamanmaras tricked us all, as they are technically, you know, seen as a buffer state between Gaziantep and Adriaman. We all thought that they were kind of weak and, you know, only existing because of that. But they just flipped it over as they managed to claim the throne of Adriaman and unite with them, turning into this Karamanmaras superpower in the Middle East. Obviously, this will destroy their alliance because, you know, they just annexed them. And this will turn Adriaman into an important city, not a capital city. This also is a huge boost to Karamanmaras, trading advantage against Gaziantep. Even though it is like 100 times easier to have Gaziantep, you know, get all of the resources here and then distribute it to the rest of the world. The sheer size of Karamanmaras over here kind of forces trade into them first and then, into the rest of the world over here. Alright, back over here. I really like this region. I don't know why, it just looks kind of... I like the... I keep forgetting the lake name. Why do I always forget it? The Caspian Sea. I really like the way the Caspian Sea looks. It's probably one of my favorite looking seas in like the whole world. Just because of how interesting, like geographically it kind of is. So yeah, I'm kind of glad that we keep having keep having turns over here. But yeah, anyway, Amandor is going to be... Well, I guess they're going to be reuniting with Okarem, because Origin map mode would make the most sense. This is possible. Maybe Okarem was in such a financial struggle afterwards that they feel betrayed by Bandar. Like, basically Bandar helped them gain their independence, but in the end they kind of screwed Okarem over as well, which then they kind of realized how good it was in Amandor's little kingdom, that they wanted to go back to that kingdom instead. There we go, Okarem is now an important city, and it is dangerously close to, like, if Bandar attacks, that'll be like the first thing that falls. But yeah, on to Anamur. Anamur is the Celos Tundra Walkers. They will be drawing an adopt religion. Isn't this Anamurism? Like, they made the religion, so I'm not sure if they're ever going to switch off of it. I'm going to let them keep Anamurism for the simple fact that, you know, it's literally what they are called. Next up we have the Kanan Empire, the Tolerant Mountaineers. They will be getting a new nation card, so never mind. The new nation that we will be forming was the nation of Batumi. They are over here in Georgia. They're just going to be grabbing a little bit over here on the coastline, and then the rest they will be using to thicken themselves out into the mainland, Probably gunning for the rivers over here, just so that they have some easier water access instead of just the, well, Black Sea, I think. Right? Black Sea, hold on, let me check. Yeah, the Black Sea. Yeah. Now let's place down the capital for Batumi, so 1 second. It's a little bit more north, I think, but I'll place it here. And because they are a new nation, we will obviously be giving them another turn, which is an adopt religion. And this one's pretty interesting. Will they go Anamurism, Istanism, or Bakuism? Well, the world doesn't know that the people around the Caspian Sea exist, so this won't be Bakuism. So that's between Anamurism and Istanism. And I feel like they will be going for Anamurism for the simple fact that is because Karamanmaras is kind of going upwards, which will probably push some religious people into Batumi, and therefore they will convert over to Batumi, to Anamurism. Yeah. Ooh, we're back on Baku, the Peaceful Mountaineers. They will be uniting. I don't think they will. They could unite. I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. I'm gonna let them stay as one, like as just Baku, because I don't think Bandar would ever, like in a million years, like even if they lose their king, they would like not want to get PU'd by Baku. So I'm gonna let them stay independent and let Baku just stay the way they are right now. Abaddon, let's go! A nation that I was very hyped to play, and then I didn't really get to play that much. They're isolationist desert nomads, and we're not gonna be able to play them. Okay. But they will be getting a new religion, and I feel like the one that makes the most sense is because, you know, they are trading with said religion heavily. It has to be Anamurism. So if we now look over here on the faith map mode, yeah, the spread of Anamurism is a real thing in the world. The leader of the Anamurism faith, they're going to be getting a medium expansion. With that medium expansion, they're going to make a push into the mountainous terrain, just so that they can have some more security up in the north, as they then start gunning for more fertile regions over here. There we go. Nice, that looks nice. Next up we have Bandar Abbas, the Great Mountaineer. They will be drawing a small expansion. They're mountaineers, even though they would love to push out the Doha/Qatari Empire. They don't really have a chance right now, at least naval-wise. They could definitely push them out over here. But navally, they will be getting screwed over for a long time, so they're just gonna have to hold their tongue and keep on going into the Iranian mountains. By the way, are these mountains called the Iranian mountains, or what are they actually called? Like, I know that Iran is pretty, like, mountainous, and you can literally just see, like, the borders of Iran, like, already because of just the mountainous terrain. Or are they just called Iranian mountains or something else? But, yep, anyway, we're on to Itea. They will be drawing a small expansion. They are pushed out of, well, the Libyan region over here. But they're not gone just yet, as they use their superior navy because they have a way bigger coastline and they can build way more boats in general. They will use their superior navy to grab the little like land that they had over here in Crete before piecing out. And now they don't know what else to do because, well, they just lost the only like means of expansion for themselves. So the question now is, what will they be doing? They will be starting a war against Gallipoli for Crete. Yep, that's right, you heard me. This will be the Great Cretan War, where the goal is to just push them out completely, which they just barely managed to not do, as the Galibian like forces managed to hold them off and have a chunk down here. And this in return sparks a war, which is called the War for Crete. It is between Achaea and Gallipoli, just those two. And why Athens, I mean Achaea, even chose to do this is because even though if you look over here, like, yeah, Gallipoli would definitely navally like beat them up like hard, but they have so much land over here that they managed to use for their own navy. They're basically going to be sending their navy down into Crete and then up, and they will try and fight navally over here then like this. So basically what I'm trying to say is even though it looks like Gallipoli has way more like land to like make navy stuff, they are kind of navally like it's a 50-50. They're both of their navies really good. Yeah. It's like World War I, where Germany and England slash Great Britain, UK, whatever they were called back then, where they had basically a similar I can't speak, a similar strength-sized navy. That's basically what's going on here. But yeah, anyway, on to the next one, which will be Sur. Conqueror Jungle Explorers. Let's see, they're getting a medium expansion. They're going to use their newest navy. Grab that island over here, and then we'll just push into the southwestern regions over here in Oman or Yemen. I keep forgetting. I think this is Oman? Yeah, Oman. We're now on Gaziantep. They will be getting... Oh my god. How many splits can these idiots have, man? Nation that will be splitting off is our Rakad. I think I just butchered that like completely. But basically what they will do is split off over here, as they feel like they've been neglected by the Gaziantep government. They are only being used for trading, so I just realized they're very similar colors. But yeah, they will be splitting off and getting their independence. Their capital is around this region over here, and I gotta change the color real quick. There we go. Like I said, they are revolting, rebelling, whatever it's called, against Gaziantep, because over here the Gaziantep government doesn't really care about them. The people down here, they only use them to trade with Ramadi, Tikrit, and the rest of the eastern world down here, which obviously pisses off the Raqqa people, and they are now rebelling, which they managed to do successfully. And well, the entire state for Gaziantep, well, they're dead basically. They are no longer relevant in the world, trading world, like at all. So they will be breaking a rivalry against the Kahramanmaras, as they are now just a minor power, along with like everyone over here. How the mighty do fall, huh? God damn. Anyway, our Raqqa is a new nation, so we will be not uniting them with anyone. How dare you? We will select them again, and they will be getting a build a castle. They will be... Oh, I can't speak. They will be building Fort Madon, just in case Ramadi wants to expand into over in the like Syrian region. They are going to make sure that is not possible. And they already know that Gaziantep is not going to try it for a while, for the simple fact that they are way too unstable to even fight like anyone around them right now. Okay, that was odd. Anyway, last turn, and then that'll be the end of the video. It will be on Batumi, Conqueror of Flatlanders. They will be drawing a new nation card. Let's go. I guess there are gonna be 2 more turns, or at least 1 more after this. Ooh, I actually don't know where to place this. I have no idea. I kind of want to place it... Oh, sorry. I kind of want to place it into Ethiopia or Eritrea. But I don't think that is actually like Middle East. I think it will make most sense to... I don't know. I really don't know. The final nation will be the nation of Shiraz. I have no idea where they are over here because looking at the Google Maps, there are like a decent amount of lakes over here that I could use to orient myself, but there are none over here in the Doodle Empires map. So I kind of have to eyeball it. But this nation over here should be the nation of Shiraz, with their like capital being like right here. Please, 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 if you know where it is, correct me where the capital is. Is it more north, west, hell, even more eastern? Please tell me, because I am going in blind over here completely. The Google Maps has failed. Well, the Doodle Empire map has failed me. But yeah, that's the final nation in this video. It is Shiraz. They will be getting the final turn, which will be a medium expansion. They will use that to just, well, pretty up their borders a bit. There we go. The Zealous Desert Nomads. And that ends our video, our episode 6, I think, of our Middle Eastern campaign. The world has gotten to look rather gorgeous, if you ask me, that's for sure. And yeah, I hope you all enjoyed it. This is going to become a very interesting world, especially since one of the trading like great powers that were like very important in the previous episode literally just like insta died, and now it's just a hegemony for Karamanmaras in the trading world over here. It's going to be interesting how the world ends up being. So if you guys liked the video, you can obviously like it. If you disliked it, you can dislike it. You're entitled to your own opinion. If you want to subscribe, you can, but you don't have to. I am very happy that we are at 100 subs again, I have to say that. Thank you all again. Let's see if we can reach 200 subs. That would be awesome. But yeah, anyway, I hope you have a good day or night. Yeah, bye everyone.